Urban Legend Will Evans, y'all know what it is, man. We here to talk about it. This is crazy, man. It's getting wilder and wilder. This Drake and Kendrick Lamar back and forth. Um, and I think this is kind of important conversation to have, man, because it's a valid conversation to have. So I want to bring this to the platform and talk to you guys about it. And I thought it was appropriate to go on a live stream so we can have a real dialogue about it, because I think there's a couple things to touch on here. This is what's being alleged. This is what people in the industry are saying, that Drake behind the scenes is sending letters to the NFL, to Jay-Z and Rock Nation, and obviously to Kendrick Lamar and his count, that he can't say certain things on that Super Bowl stage. And obviously calling Drake a child lover is one of them things. That's what they're alleging. There's people in the industry that are alleging this, saying that Drake is sending a cease and desist to the NFL, trying to prevent Not Like Us, not the entire song, but portions of the song that make him look a certain way, from being performed on that Super Bowl stage. And we can understand that Super Bowl stage is so important for just that moment. That moment is so important and impactful. We're gonna see how this plays out, man. Before we get into that, I want to make sure that we set the stage. This is how we do on my live streams. You guys all know how we do. Y'all know how we do on the live streams. Before we even get started talking the topics, bringing up the articles, bringing up the evidence and all that good stuff, make sure we're keeping the likes at 50% of the people in the room. So if it's 100 people in the room, 50 people should be hitting that like button. Let's keep the likes up. In the chat, y'all know what we do. If somebody's talking crazy in the chat, y'all know, tell me, we get them out of there. Make sure y'all policing the likes in the chat. Get these articles loaded up. I also wanted to address, Nicki Minaj made some more tweets about this Lil Wayne Super Bowl situation and Kendrick Lamar that I wanted to kind of address too before we dove too deep into the topic and got off track. I appreciate everybody being here, man. And y'all know how we do. We start the lives with a prayer every single time. So, dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for another opportunity, another day, God, to bless your people, God. We ask that you let it be a positive place where we can communicate information, fellowship with each other, and just have a good time, God. We ask that you cover the minds of all the people out there struggling, trying to get through this bad economy. We watched the presidential debate, God. We're trying to figure out what to do as a country in the U.S. right now. And there's a lot of people out there struggling and going through a lot of different things in the world. So we ask that you touch their minds, hearts, and souls. We ask that you protect the families of people that are going through some of the different things in certain states where we saw, immigration was affecting or illegal immigration was affecting some of those communities, God. And we ask that you bless everybody under the sound of my voice. In the name of Jesus, we pray. Amen. All right, let's get to this, bro. This is not an uncommon accusation that Drake has. Like, a lot of times Drake has been accused of the cease and desist stuff a lot. Actually, during the beef with Kendrick Lamar, we saw Metro Boomin come out with the evidence that Drake sent the cease and desist to him. I've seen, and I'm going to show you guys other evidences of this cease and desist activity. But before we get into all that, I want to go back to the live stream that we did yesterday. Well, the topic that we did on the live stream yesterday, which was Nicki Minaj's tweets at Jay-Z about this Lil Wayne not performing at the Super Bowl thing, with Kendrick Lamar performing over Lil Wayne, and she called Jay-Z a house Nigger. She made some more tweets that I didn't get to put up, so I'm going to put those up on the screen right now real quick. We'll address that real quick, and then we'll get into the Drake-Kendrick thing, Drake blocking Not Like Us, allegedly, from being performed on that Super Bowl stage. So these are the tweets that we missed from Nicki Minaj yesterday. I thought it was important to highlight these. She said, God forbid if Wayne was to leave this earth right now, the culture would be in mourning. That's why so many people keep saying to give our legends their flowers while they're still around to smell them. Sitting around all day playing games with people, life and legacy. God ain't sleep. G. Roberson, you will learn that too very soon. So Nicki Minaj was sending another message to Jay-Z with this tweet about, not allowing Lil Wayne to be the headliner of the Super Bowl in 2025, saying, you should give Wayne his flowers while he's still here to smell them. There was another tweet, this one right here, where she responded to this tweet that I thought it was a valid tweet. Somebody said, as Majesty Rhea at Majesty Rhea said, the first rapper to headline the Super Bowl halftime show needed to be someone who would represent the art to its highest degree. That was not Lil Wayne in 2024. I never heard that perspective. I didn't realize that Kendrick would be the first to headline the first rapper to headline the Super Bowl. I didn't realize that at the time. I understand people that have this perspective right here, where they say the first rapper needs to be somebody that represents hip hop a certain way. Lil Wayne is hip hop though, but I understand people that say that if they feel that way, that's their opinion. Nicki responded to that and said, "God will punish you. Mark my words. The man that has not only pushed his pen the hardest, but gave the game more than one hip hop icon as well on his watch. Represent the rap game. The best rapper don't represent the rap game well enough for you, black people. Wow. If this don't hurt you, or excuse me, if this don't hurt your heart to read, it will one day. Look at how our legends are being treated. After they've given so much to us, who are you? You God, judgmental swine, delete. LOL." She said, "You will regret tweeting this. Life is funny that way. Don't you dare turn your nose up at Lil Wayne, you DICK munching bozo." I understand Nicki being offended at that. As somebody, I love hip hop. I love this culture. I understand why Nicki is so offended by somebody saying Lil Wayne don't represent hip hop to the highest degree. It's kind of crazy to say. But I understand people saying on that Super Bowl stage, I get why people would say the first rapper to headline the Super Bowl stage needs to be somebody that represents all angles of hip hop. And Lil Wayne does in some ways. The conscious audience, maybe not. I don't know. So those are a couple tweets. And then she tweeted, "You be Harry Potter, I'll be Hermione," a picture of her and Wayne. And this is what she said about Kendrick. She said, "You can love and respect Kendrick and love and respect Wayne. Even Kendrick love and respects Wayne. Every real rapper loves and respects Wayne. That's facts." And then somebody said that, her label called her Republic. And she just kind of made fun of that. Like, "Oh, they did? Okay." And laughed, blah, blah, blah. So that's all I wanted to kind of address with the Nicki tweets. She made a great point saying even Kendrick love and respect Wayne. And, another great point was, I don't know if Wayne comes out on that Kendrick Lamar stage because of what that would do to Drake in perception. If Wayne goes out on the stage with Kendrick Lamar at the Super Bowl, what is that? What do we get on here on YouTube? What are we going to be on here talking about next? That Wayne betrayed Drake. That's what it's going to look like. So if Wayne comes out there and he's just in full support of Kendrick Lamar, he's on that stage, as much as we want to see that, I don't know if Wayne would do that because of the relationship he has with Drake. So we'll see how it plays out. Now, let's get to this situation where Drake is being accused of sending a cease and desist to the NFL and to Rock Nation to get Kendrick, or to prevent Kendrick from saying certified on his stage at the Super Bowl. Now, this is not an uncommon thing. We've heard Drake, sent cease and desist in the past. Charlemagne addressed this recently, actually. And he said that he 100% agrees that Drake is sending these letters. He said there's no doubt in his mind. DJ Envy kind of doubled down with him and said that he agrees too. I'll let you guys hear that. Check this out. This is them.
If he does not like us at the Super Bowl, I want the opening chords, and then just the hook, and move on. Oh, you don't want to? Probably gonna stop at A minor. Had the whole crowd singing. Then
Y'all hear that?
And let me tell you something. If you think that the NFL and Rock Nation and a bunch of other people didn't get a whole bunch of legal letters yesterday from people with owls as their stamp on, yeah, I promise you, you're not gonna call me a pedophile. You're not calling me a pedophile at the Super Bowl. I guarantee you, the OVO people sent so many legal letters yesterday. I guarantee it.
How y'all think Wayne feeling today though? Because there is
Y'all heard what he said. Y'all heard what he said? Drop a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear that good. Drop a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear that good. As far as comments, if you want your comment read on the screen, we're doing super chats. Send a super chat. I'll read your comment on the screen. Other than that, I'll read it if I get to it, but I won't put it on the screen. Can y'all hear that good? Charlemagne the God said that he guarantees Drake sent a bunch of cease and desist letters over the situation. I'll play it one more time so you guys can hear it in a second. This is what Metro Boomin said when Drake was accused. This is what Metro Boomin put up. Drake was accused of sending a cease and desist for the song Like That with Future and Kendrick Lamar, which kind of kicked off the whole battle this summer. Metro Boomin, y'all remember when Metro Boomin put this up? Where he put up the email that was, saying that Drake was trying to get the song blocked from radio. Said, per our conversation last week, we're not granting radio rights for Like That. Epic does not have the right to release this song at radio. Thanks for your cooperation. Business and Legal Affairs from Epic Records. And Metro Boomin said, I'm lame, but the first week after Like That, you tried to block it at radio. I've been sitting on this email for a month now, but I was just sparing you. Oh, you ain't like that record? So Metro Boomin said that. And then you guys remember on the song Like That, on the song Euphoria, Kendrick Lamar wanted to, I think that was the second diss that Kendrick put out after Like That, where Kendrick said this right here. He said, you tried to cease and desist on a Like That record? Oh, what, you ain't like that record? Back to back, I like that record. I'm going to get back to that for the record. Why would I call around trying to get dirt on you? Y'all think my life is rap. So Kendrick said it in the song too. You tried to cease and desist on the Like That record. Oh, what, you ain't like that record? So cease and desist are Drake's MO. It seems like. Right? So when Metro Boomin is saying, when Metro Boomin is exposing this email and saying, yo, like you tried to put a cease and desist on me. I'm lame for the first week. He called Metro Boomin lame. Drake did. And Metro Boomin said, I'm lame, but the first week after Like That, you tried to block it at radio. I've been sitting on this email for a month now, but I was just sparing you. And then he put up the email, obviously, of them, saying that Future and Metro had to chill out with that Like That song. So that seems like it's Drake's MO. So it wouldn't be a surprise if what Charlemagne just said is 100% true. I'll play what Charlemagne just said again for the people that's just getting in the room. Make sure the likes are staying up. We got a lot more to get into. Let me double check. Make sure the likes are staying up. If you in the chat, make sure y'all policing it for me. Y'all know how we do over here. Keep the likes at 50% of the people in the room. So it's 2,000 people in here right now. Should be at 1,000 likes. So like I said, it's not far-fetched to believe that Drake did this. And this is not the only time where it's Kendrick Lamar that we've gotten this type of thing from Drake. We've heard this from a lot of different people where Drake has sent them cease and desist for really almost nothing, almost nothing, man. So let me check the likes. I see y'all telling them to get the likes up. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to show you guys some other people that are saying things like this about Drake. So I'm going to take a break. Before we do that, before I show you guys the other people, I'm going to take a break before I show you guys what's going on. Let's take this time to get the likes up to over 1,000. We got over 2,000 people in the room. We should have 50% of the likes going up. The like button's free, you guys. I'm going to read this super chat comment real quick. Said, Wayne said if he do the Super Bowl, he will not bring anyone. Okay. I don't believe that. I don't believe Wayne could get on stage and not bring Cash Money and everybody else. It's hard for me to believe that. You know what I mean? It's hard for me to believe that he ain't gonna bring Drake, Nicki Minaj. You know what I'm saying? Like Wayne you have to do that if Wayne get on stage, unless he's coming in under somebody else. I just don't think Kendrick is the guy Wayne could come in under because of his relationship with Drake. It will make everybody look at Wayne like he not rocking with Drake that tough. Even if we have the common sense, a lot of the common sense crowd, right, would say, well, come on, bro. Obviously, Wayne loved Drake, but this is the Super Bowl. That would be the common sense crowd, but it wouldn't look good. All right, man. So we had almost 700 likes. I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna come back when you guys get the likes up, and we'll continue to go into the other pieces of evidence, and I'll show you guys the other people that are saying this about Drake. So let's take a break. Get the likes up. I'll be right back. All right, man. So here we go. I got the this article that I'm gonna show you guys. And like I told you guys, Drake sends a cease and desist anytime he gets uncomfortable with somebody. Um, Sometimes I understand it, and sometimes I'm like, this is petty, bro. You like, and this is why it's so important that when I come on this platform, I bring articles and I bring evidence. I ain't never got a cease and desist letter from Drake. Y'all seen the videos. I'll never get one from Drake because I don't come on here and say anything that's not factually based. It's either based in article reports, somebody actually said it, or it's something that he actually did or said. And it's very important as creators that we don't come on here and just say anything. You know, I'm not one of those guys that's just gonna come on here and say anything for views. If there's nothing to support it, I'm gonna tell you guys there's nothing to support this, but this is what people saying. Like we just saw Maul say that Drake turned down the Super Bowl 4 times. And we'll get into that in a second. You know, so this was a time that Drake sent the cease and desist letter to a fan. Said Drake issues fake Drake a cease and desist letter. Now, this is one of the times I actually kind of understand it. But I don't know, man. It says the impersonator shared the letter from the rapper forcing him to change his name. So the Canadian rapper filed a lawsuit on an impersonator who goes by the name Fake Drake, whose real name is Izzy Drake. I guess that guy's real name is Izzy Drake. That's crazy. Said he rose to fame after a year. And Drake sent them a cease and desist letter while also giving him a birthday shot before revealing his name change. I saw that letter. Hold on. I'm about to pull that letter up. I'm about to pull that cease and desist letter up. I actually saw that letter before. Here we go. I got it. There's another guy that said something similar about this situation. I got the letter right here. Let me pull it up. All right, let me show y'all. This is the letter that the other cease and desist that Drake sent to his fan. He said, "This letter serves as a notice of your unauthorized use of the trademark OVO to promote your brand and likeness, as well as your unauthorized fabrication of media, which is per se damaging and defamatory to our brand. Your conducted actions are unwarranted, unwelcome, and unacceptable. In addition, this shall serve as a pre-suit letter demanding that you provide us written assurance within 7 days that you will cease and desist from making any further factually untrue statements involving OVO sound or Drake, and that you will no longer fabricate media that portrays the aforementioned trademarks. Thank you for your cooperation." So that's the cease and desist letter that fake Drake got. So that was another time that Drake sent a cease and desist letter. There's a guy going around, this dude right here. I'm about to show y'all him, where he's saying that he just actually went to court a couple months ago for what he was saying during the Drake and Kendrick Lamar back and forth, and Drake sent him a cease and desist letter as well. I got it right here. I'm gonna pull that up for you guys to see too. I guess during the beef, dang, this is crazy. It's a lot of them. Okay, I guess during the beef, there was a lot of people saying Drake sent the cease and desist letter. This guy actually showed it on camera. Let me see if I could. Hold on. Another dude, man, I got a bunch of them. All right, let me start with this one right here. This dude right here says that Drake sent him a cease and desist. Let's see what's up with the sound. Can y'all see this on the screen?
Yeah.
Wait, what the? That nigga trying to sue your ass?
Yes.
Boy? Hey, I ain't gonna care. That's some crazy shit. You look like this twin. Ain't no way you trying to do this to his brother.
Light skin on light skin violence. But
Hey,
listen,
fuck Drake. That nigga.
yeah. Fuck you,
Drake.
Drake.
What you say? What you say? What you
He
say?
said I was using damaging words to his brand. Do you agree with that?
Fuck Drake. You screaming right now?
Yeah.
Everybody say fuck Drake.
Drake sent me a cease and desist.
Nah.
File. Oh, did he, bro?
What? Don't tell Kendrick, huh?
Drake sent me a cease and desist. What the
Yeah, so you're on Kendrick's side. I'm not gonna lie. If there's no more diss tracks, Kendrick won. But if Kendrick really wants to like Drake right now, I'd say he brings up X.
Bro, be careful.
What,
Be careful, bro. Be careful.
Hey, Drake, fuck you up. Yo, come for me next, bro. I know all about your Freemasonic sodomistic ritual.
Yeah.
So Buddy right here said Drake sent him a cease and desist letter too. You know what I mean? He like, oh, be careful, bro. Be careful what you say. So like I told you guys, this seems like Drake's MO. Like he send a cease and desist anytime he gets uncomfortable with what somebody's saying. It seems like that's what's going on. That's why when I come on here and I make statements and I say what I say about whatever's going on, I make sure I stick to the facts. I stick to articles. I stick to what's being reported. I stick to sources. Because you don't want to, and I do that for everybody, not just Drake, but specifically, and I learned that from DJ Ghost. Shout out to DJ Ghost. I learned that vicariously through him because they was blocking him from saying certain things. Labels was saying cease and desist to DJ Ghost, he was saying. So I learned how to move because of DJ Ghost. Salute to DJ Ghost. But this seems like the MO. You know what I mean? This dude is not the only one either saying that. I'm gonna show y'all some more. Other people are saying the same thing. Like Drake sent me a cease and desist. This dude right here, he made a house version, a house remix of BBL Drizzy. This dude right here, and he said he got a cease and desist. I ain't gonna play it. He playing the song right now. His version is the remix. He said even he got a cease and desist. So during Kendrick Lamar and Drake's back and forth, it seemed like Drake was sending a lot of OVO cease and desist to a lot of different people. It's these people ain't notably famous, I don't think. So it seemed like he was just sending them to everybody that he could get in contact with. So it's not outside of the realm of possibility to believe that
name got a cease and desist letters because he put the wrong lyrics over, and I'm gonna bring
Hold on. This girl right here. Let me show y'all this. She say she got information. I don't know. Let me see what she's talking about. Let's see what she's talking about. She's talking about the cease and desist from Drake. Look at this.
Break it down for you guys so you can all understand. The reason Cake Pop Clips, I think that's his name, got a cease and desist letter is because he put the wrong lyrics over like the actual song. So what the text said was not what the actual lyrics say. You can go and check like Spotify, Apple Music, like any of those platforms to check what the actual lyrics. If he got a cease and desist, because I'm not even sure if this is just like a publicity stunt or if he actually did get a cease and desist
Right.
from Drake. But if he did, it still is not going to come back on me because I didn't misquote it. I just reacted to that.
The fact that people is even out there worried about that is crazy. Like you put the wrong lyrics. Like, bro, you didn't say the right lyrics over my song. So cease and desist. Like, look how worried she is about getting a cease and desist from Drake. Like, if he did get a cease and desist, it's not my fault. So don't like, bro, chill out. Like, it's crazy.
Does that make sense? So yes, I did react to it, but I will not be catching any kind of case from this. So thanks for the concern, Pookies. Bye.
Man, listen. It's people out here just trying to create videos, bro. And I understand if you say something super defamatory or just out of pocket and wrong, like with Tasha K and Cardi B. But what I don't understand is, you know, I'm not gonna go after people that no disrespect don't really matter unless they do. So it seems like this is his MO, and a lot of people are saying this about him. It ain't just a one-off thing. It ain't just, famous people are saying that Drake sent the cease and desist. Seems like he's sending it out to a bunch of different people. I just showed you guys that one. I showed you guys what Charlamagne said about it, that he definitely sent the cease and desist. And this is crazy because this was the thing that was going around about UMG and Kendrick Lamar. Remember that email that was going around where it seemed like Kendrick was being told by UMG to chill out during the battle because calling Drake a child lover was messing up his deals. If you guys remember, let me pull it up. If you guys remember, I reported on that and we talked about it. And if anything that I said was out of pocket, I would have assumed that I would have got a cease and desist. I'm not hard to find or hard to reach. So maybe I did a good job of reporting. I'm gonna pull it up right now. Let's see what we got going on. Let's pull this up. Let's pull it up. Here it is right here. Yeah, I remember I did this video where we was breaking down Drake's record deal. Solution Grain. You think that if Drake right now, completely independent, if Stout said when Drake was going for negotiation for his contract in 2020, Steve Stout, who's a music industry executive, he said this about Drake's about Drake's free agency. He said, Drake is about to get the biggest bag in the history of the music business by far. You think that if Drake right now, completely independent, if Drake posts a picture on the gram of his new album with a link in bio, new album out, and he was fully independent, Drake would make $10 million a week for 60 weeks. Hit the like button if you guys just joined in. If you just got into the chat, hit the like button. I appreciate you guys being here. Let's get the likes up. This is me breaking down Drake's record deal because when that cease and desist information was going around where they were saying it was being reported that, Drake had sent the cease and desist or UMG had sent a cease and desist or asked Kendrick to stop going back and forth with Drake after Not Like Us came out. All that stuff was going around. And so we came in here, we broke down why that might be a possibility, why that might be a reason that UMG would want, or what would the reason be Kendrick would need to stop in UMG's opinion. Steve Stout also said, if Drake goes independent, the music business is over. Drake has the bargaining power to negotiate a net profit split with the best deal, blah, 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 blah. Now, That's what was said. So that tells you guys how important it was to get a deal done for Universal Music Group with Drake. So they did get a deal done. And we before we even continue this, we'll get back to that. I want to give the context to the people that's coming in right now that just got into the chat. We're talking about it being reported that Drake is sending a cease and desist to the NFL and Rock Nation, allegedly, to prevent Kendrick Lamar from performing the part of Not Like Us, where he says, certified lover boy, certified pedophile. That's what is going around, that Drake is not going to allow that to be said on the Super Bowl stage. And Nike obviously has a deal with Drake. UMG has a big deal with Drake. Other companies have deals with Drake that they're not going to allow that to happen. They don't want that to happen. And they're trying to prevent it because it hurts the brand. And we're trying to show you guys the deal. I'm trying to show you guys the deal that Drake has with UMG and the deal that Drake has with Nike, which is why they will want to prevent this. This is what Charlamagne said one more time before we keep going. That's what he said.
And then just the hook and move on. Boy, I want the opening chords, and then just the hook and move on. Oh, you don't want to probably gonna stop at A minor, have the whole crowd singing, then you go to the next song. And let me tell you something. If you think that the NFL and Rock Nation and a bunch of other people didn't get a whole bunch of legal letters yesterday from people with owls as their stamp on, yeah, I promise you're not gonna call me a pedophile. You're not calling me a pedophile at the Super Bowl. I guarantee you, the OVO people sent so many legal letters yesterday. I guarantee it. How y'all think Wayne feeling today, though?
Charlamagne said the OVO legal team sent so many letters to the NFL and all that. Now, there is a conversation about is the NFL even going to allow that? But let's get back into Drake's deal, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it. We have it right here in front of us. I want to give it to you guys, and I want to break it down. This is what the article says. This is from AOL.com. They reported what Drake's record deal was. It says, after rampant speculation about a bidding war for his services, Drake appears to have finalized a mega deal with Universal Music Group that can net him $400 million when it's all said and done. An official figure has yet to be disclosed. According to industry insiders, the deal will cover Drake's recordings, publishing, merchandise, and visual media projects. I'm going to break all those down in a second. All four of those are different, and I'm going to break them down in a second what that means. It says, in a report by Variety, the news of the agreement was confirmed on Tuesday, May 3rd by UMG, Universal Music Group chairman, Sir Lucian Grange. So Lucian Grange confirmed that this is the record deal that Drake got, $400 million for his recordings, publishing, merchandise, and visual media projects. That's what Drake gave up. They gave him $400 million for that. And this is a similar deal to what The Weeknd got, is what the article says. So let's break this down, bro. What is that? $400 million deal with Universal, and they own everything. Of course, they're going to have the stance of we don't want Drake being called a pedo on the Super Bowl stage in front of hundreds of millions of people. Before we continue with this, if Drake won, for the fans out there that love Drake and say, Drake won this. If Drake won, he wouldn't have to send no cease and desist letter. Kendrick is not sending Drake a cease and desist letter to stop him from performing Family Matters anywhere. Do what you want to do, bro. Say what you want to say. Kendrick could send, if you don't have proof that Kendrick put his hands on his wife, he could send a cease and desist and say that's defamatory and say that you're disparaging my brand. He's not going to do that because it's not necessary, bro. I won. Everybody know I won. So if this report, if what's being said is true, that Drake possibly sent these cease and desist letters to the NFL and Rock Nation to prevent Kendrick from saying certain things on that stage, that's crazy. You don't send cease and desist when you unbothered, bro. You don't send cease and desist when it's no big deal. You send a cease and desist when you don't want it to go no further. Let's get back into this deal. What does that mean? If you don't know the music business, you got to understand that this is a 360 deal, essentially. This is essentially, you give up everything that pertaining to your likeness. We want to own it, but we're going to give you $500 million. And that's what Drake did. So Let's break it down one by one. Recordings. Drake's recordings, publishing, merchandise, and visual media project. Recordings is anything that he get on the mic and say. If Drake get on the mic and rap, if Drake get on the mic and sing, if Drake get on the mic and poopity scoop, like Kanye West, they own that. All that music, Drake don't own his own music. So when y'all remember, people were saying, "Oh no, if Drake put a mixtape out," I did this video months ago. And y'all was saying that I was crazy. Some people was in the comments like, "Yo, you crazy? Like Drake could do like music. He just can't put it on streaming." We caught that. That was a lie. The lie detector determined that was a lie recently, and it proved that everything I said in this video was 100% accurate. Because when he tried to put out that 100 gigs drop, what happened? UMG started tripping. Like, "Yo, you can't put music out without us." Do y'all remember that? When I said this months ago, and then Drake tried to put out that plot twist from that plot twist Instagram or whatever the drop was, and UMG said that he had to take it down or sell it so they can make money. I'm gonna pull that up just to confirm it. I did a video on it, but I'll pull up the articles again to confirm it. I'll pull up the article again just to confirm it real quick, and then we'll get back into the breakdown. When I told y'all that anything Drake said, I just showed y'all the video of me saying that. Anything Drake says on the mic, he has to pay UMG for. What does it say? Drake's 100 gigabyte pulled by UMG over copyright dispute, including new songs with Lotto and 21 Savage. Drake couldn't just put that music out without their permission. Drake is the one that confirmed this. Y'all see that? I don't know if I can get this appetizer off the screen. Hold on. Drake posted this on his account. That he had his music, his own music was pulled when he tried to put, unauthorized music. UMG didn't authorize it. So Drake posted that his music was pulled. He posted that on his own account. It says rights holder right there. Universal Music Group. Drake can't even post his own music because he don't own the rights. When I said that months ago, y'all was trying to act like it wasn't what it was. I told y'all. Let's get back into that. So we breaking down this record deal, and we're going to tie it back to why UMG. This is why UMG don't want certain stuff. This is why they would send a cease and desist to the NFL. Because, bro, we can't have you messing up the $400 million man. We just gave this man $400 million. We need he getting the money regardless. We need his career to keep going so we can make our money back. We already gave him the investment, and investment is paying the money up front, and then we trying to get it on the back end. When you guys see Kendrick Lamar is able to go and say, "You know what, all the YouTubers, y'all can make money off my music, bro. I ain't tripping. I'm taking all the copyrights down. Y'all go ahead and make all that money." That was a big middle finger to the industry, because Kendrick Lamar he has the power, because he owns his music, to be able to say, everybody can make money off my music right now. Drake don't have that power because he don't own his music. So that's why why you rapping like you trying to get the slaves free. That's why that line didn't make no sense. Because, bro, he trying to free you. He trying to free you. What you mean? What you mean, bro? He trying to free you. That was when Kendrick did that. That was a big middle finger to the industry to it was a flex. It was a flex on Drake. Like, bro, I don't even got to get paid off of all my music, and I'm still, you feel what I'm saying? I'm for the culture. So that was the flex that Kendrick Lamar did. So Drake can't do that because they own his recordings, his music recordings, right? Now, publishing. Publishing is the ability to license the music out. What does that mean? When we hear Kendrick Lamar song on TNT during the NBA playoffs, right? That's licensing. UMG owns Kendrick Lamar's publishing, right? And I don't know if they own 100% of it, but I know they have a percentage of Kendrick Lamar's publishing. So both Drake and Kendrick have deals with UMG, but Kendrick's deal is a publishing deal, not directly, you know what I mean? They don't own everything Kendrick has. They effective Drake. When all this is said, UMG want to get involved, the label making money regardless, because they have a longer term investment in Drake. when all this is said and done, they don't want these allegations to hurt Drake's career. Yeah, they like the battle, they like the streaming money, they like what they're making in the short term, but in the long term, from a business perspective, they don't want Drake's image to be tarnished to the point where they can't make money off him in the future, because we just gave him $400 million in 2022. That was 2 years ago. I just showed you guys how Drake sent a bunch of cease and desist allegedly sent a bunch of cease and desist, according to these people, to them for just messing up lyrics. They were saying that one girl that I just showed you guys earlier in the stream, hit the like button if you just coming in. That one girl I showed you guys said that there was a cease and desist sent because she or the other guy or whoever messed up Drake lyrics, and it was defamatory. Like, they did a video saying that these were their lyrics and it wasn't the lyrics, and Drake allegedly sent them a cease and desist because of that. So if anything I said in this was out of pocket, because I'm talking about his business deal now, what do y'all think? Y'all think I would have got a letter or what? So we're trying to still recoup our money and make some more. We can't have his image tarnished and the product that we just bought be worthless, essentially. So they need Drake to kind of win this beef or come out, a little more clean than what he's been coming out lately. So that's the reason why people like, oh, the label will make money regardless. No. Yes, they will make money in the short term regardless. In the long term, it hurts them very badly if Drake doesn't, if he loses his career behind all these allegations, man. So his publishing, that's licensing the music out. So if you hear a song on a movie, if you hear a song on TV or commercial, well, whoever want to pay to use one of these artists' song on their project or whatever is going on, that's what publishing is. UMG owns that too from Drake. Merchandise. So when y'all see them OVO Jordans, when you see the OVO Nikes, this is why people were saying, or not people, this is why the reports are saying, Drake has a Nike deal. And, when they saying that UMG wants Kendrick Lamar to apologize because Nike is calling and the NFL is calling and all these major corporations are calling, that's why, bro. Because Drake has a merchandise deal with UMG. So they own his merchandise too. So when y'all see the OVO sweaters and the owl, all the, merch and stuff like that, and you see the OVO Jordans, yeah, they own that. UMG owns that. They gave Drake $400 million so they can own that too. If y'all remember, I did a report. A couple weeks ago where I told y'all Drake had stepped back from OVO and let it just be a merch line. He had no interest in pursuing the brand as a bigger fashion brand. And that's the reason why. And I told y'all that in the report that I did. Let me pull that up. Why would Drake go out his way to promote a brand that UMG owns? Oh, like there was a fashion tastemaker on there where she was saying, on my report, where she was saying that Drake should further his brand, and he has the opportunity and all the resources to further it. Why ain't he doing it? And that's the reason why. Let me pull it up. Y'all see it. You see his deal. His deal is with UMG. So I'm not about to build a brand for y'all to own. That's why it's no big deal for Drake to. This is why we don't see interviews from Drake. And I'm gonna let me finish this report while I find this other piece, man. So let me rewind it. That's hear that again. When you see the OVO Jordans, yeah, they own that. UMG owns that. They gave Drake $400 million so they can own that too. So that's a big part of it too, because Nike is gonna call and they have some say so in what's going on between Kendrick and Drake because of that, right? And visual media projects. So that means music videos, that means interviews. This is why we don't see no whole bunch of interviews from Drake. Interviews, your music videos, if he does a film project, anytime you get on camera and it's not music related, but you just did a visual media project, not visual music project, not just music videos, visual media project. Anytime you get on camera, we own that too. His whole life is owned by UMG. Now, they gave him $400 million, so they're supposed to get something back for $400 million on a business level. But also it restricts him a lot. And from what I'm hearing, this ain't confirmed, but I've seen reports that Drake is required to put out 2 albums a year. People think that Drake drops all the time, and they give Kendrick a lot of backlash. Like, why don't Kendrick drop? Kendrick can drop when he wants. You know, he drops once every 3 or 4 or 5 years because he has the freedom to. You know what I mean? Drake don't have that freedom. They gave you 4. Speaking of that, speaking of Kendrick drops less often than Drake because he has the freedom to. I just saw somebody, who was it, Joe Budden or somebody, talking about that, where they're like, oh, Kendrick can't be in the top. It wasn't Joe Budden that said this, but like Kendrick can't be in the top rappers because he don't drop enough. Drake drops more often. I seen the homie Stacy. Shout out to Yum Stacy YouTube channel too, where he was responding to it. But like, bro, what are you talking about? Y'all don't even know if look at this right here. I'm gonna come back to this report. Look, this was somebody else said. Look at this. We're gonna come back to that report in a second. Zaire Franklin tells Joe Budden you can't put, and ironically, shout out to Zaire Franklin or who Joe Budden clips or whoever put this video up on the because look, they go onto my channel, Urban Legend Will Evans, to get their report. That's where they getting their information from. Salute to you. I appreciate the subscribers and the watching. I appreciate y'all watching my content. If y'all ever wonder, by the way, side note, if y'all ever wonder why I always put my name on the pictures that I create, I create these pictures. I recreate these pictures, and I put my tag on them because I want y'all to see. This is the only reason. I want y'all to see how many people are coming to my platform and acting like they're creating the report. I'm breaking the news, and then they come and they re-breaking the news, and I'm cool with that. I don't have no problem with it at all. But I'm gonna get my credit. I'm gonna show y'all that they came to my platform first. So when they try to screenshot my thumbnails and then use it as if they created the story themselves, y'all gonna see Urban Legend Will Evans on the top of somebody's forehead, and you ain't gonna be able to crop it out. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing about it. It's gonna be all over. That's why I do it. So it says Zaire Franklin tells Joe Budden you can't put Kendrick Lamar in the top rappers conversation because he doesn't put out enough music. I just showed y'all why Drake possibly puts out enough music, puts out 2 albums a year. Sometimes every year is at least 1 album. My homie Stacy, I know this dude right here personally. His YouTube channel is dope. Shout out to the homie Stacy. He said that's one of the weakest talking points. Kendrick produces quality albums that take time. The fast-paced music is killing hip-hop. Fans aren't streaming as much because they're exhausted with the same old ish. Salute to the homie Stacy, because I agree with that 100%. All right, let's get back to the report of Drake, how Drake's record deal is going, man. My bad. Let's get back to it. 400 million, they expecting something from you. So give Kendrick a lot of backlash. Like, why don't Kendrick drop? Kendrick can drop when he wants. You know, he drops once every 3 or 4 or 5 years because he has. Hit the like button if you guys just coming in. Please hit the like button. Let's keep the likes up. The freedom to. You know what I mean? Drake don't have that freedom. They gave you 400 million. They expecting something from you. So if you don't think that the industry has a significant investment in Drake winning versus Kendrick Lamar, or at least coming out like it, making it look even, like they on the same level, they don't want a landslide from Kendrick, and they definitely don't want allegations like what's being thrown around about Drake out, you know, for the long-term investment. So you got to understand, if you gave somebody $400 million, how would you feel? What would you be willing to do to protect it? What would you be willing to do? Are you expecting $400 million back if you give somebody $400 million? No. If I give you $400 million, I'm trying to get $1 billion back. You know, I'm trying to get my investment to flip. So they're looking at it from the same perspective. It's business. And they're very, very, very invested in what Drake got going on. So that's his deal, man. You guys got to look at it from a broader perspective. Stop looking at it from the small perspective, because it's a lot of different things going on. So it's really Kendrick Lamar versus the music industry. And this is why Kendrick is saying all these lines like, show me your splits. I promise I'll double back with you. Like, I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Pause. No Diddy. You know what I mean? So that's why Kendrick is saying all these F the industry lines in these songs. When he's saying F the industry and all that, that's the reason why, bro, because he knows what's going on behind the scenes. He knows that y'all investing in this dude long term and y'all don't own nothing from me. So, you know, of course, in the short term, the publishing and the licensing money that the UMG is making off Kendrick, because they have a publishing deal with Kendrick, they like that. But in the long term, we own Drake. Like, we own Drake's everything. So I want Drake to either be even or come out on top. And I don't want his brand to be tarnished to the point where we can't make money on him after this. We want to use this as promotion for what comes next. And that's what's going on, bro. So there you guys have it, man. I said that back in May. I showed y'all that back in May. And everything that comes out, it just kind of furthers that. You know, everything that's coming out kind of furthers that. I told you guys that UMG has a super invested, or excuse me, a super vested interest in making sure that Drake wins. A $400 million interest in making sure that Drake wins. And the funny thing about the cease and desist thing, because didn't Drake say a line like that on Family Matters? Let me try to find that lyric where he said cease and desist is for hoes. Didn't he say that? I got the lyrics right here. I'm about to find it. What verse was it in? Was it in the first verse, the third verse? What verse was that in, you guys? Where he said a cease and desist is, what verse was that? Drake said that in one of them songs. Was it Family Matters? I'm pretty sure it was Family Matters. Help me out, y'all. What verse was that? The third verse? Okay, let me find it. I got y'all. Found it. Good looking out. Got y'all. Hold on. Here it is. Ain't that what Drake said? A cease and desist is for hoes. Can't listen to the lies that come out of your mouth. You called the Tupac estate and begged them to sue me to get that ish down. Bro, didn't you say you lied about the bro, you said a cease and desist is for hoes. Can't listen to the lies that come out of your mouth. And then now it's being reported that you sending a cease and desist to stop Not Like Us from being performed in its entirety. It was reported that you sent the cease and desist to Metro Boomin. And this is not, I hate that it even sound like, or it can even be perceived like I have something personal against Drake. It's just, bro, I'm just calling the facts. Because I love Drake music, personally. I like when he rap. Ironically, I'm not the guy that likes the melodies from Drake. I like rap. I like rap Drake. I do. But facts is facts. Outside of my personal feelings, facts is facts. You said this, bro. And then we just pulled up. You're saying a cease and desist for hoes, but then we can pull up cease and desist letters that you sent people. Like you can't say a cease and desist for hoes, and then we see this, bro. You can't say that. You can't do that. Come on, man. That's not personal to anybody. That's just, we're just looking at it the way you looking at it. You know? Somebody said Drake sent the cease and desist to a YouTuber for analyzing lyrics. Yeah, I just pulled that up. We were just talking about that earlier in the live. If you're just getting here, hit the like button, please. Said Drake, they want me. Drake, oh, this is Drake. They want me to ask for my music back, and you know I wouldn't trip. UMG, what music? Like what chain? Debo? Thank you guys for your donation. Salute to Cry Wolf. I thank you for your donation. I wish you would have put a comment, bro. But I really appreciate your donation, man. That's love. Much love. Yeah, you can't say this stuff and then do this. But see, things change when you don't think you're going to get spanked. You know, when you thought you had the upper hand, you ain't got no problem saying certain things. It's easy to Michael Jordan called it front running when you're talking from the lead. You know, but Kendrick Lamar has messed up a lot for Drake. You know, that Nike deal that Drake got, it was reported Drake got $400 million from UMG and another $450 million from Nike. Check this out. Check this out right here. I came on and I brought this to the platform when They were going back and forth. Kendrick Lamar messed that deal up, that Nike deal up. Listen to this. It says Drake dropping new Nike sneakers amid Kendrick Lamar beef. Now, it was the Nike Nocta Hot Step 2 white colorway that was scheduled to be released May 9th. Online shoppers would have been able to purchase this for $200 on the Nike website. The article says since Drake and Nike launched Nocta in 2022, the two collaborative partners have proved formidable. Athletes and fans have been treated to a wide range of sneakers, apparel designed for life's biggest moments. Now it's being reported that nobody is buying Drake's new Nike shoe after his beef with Kendrick Lamar. It says when you're as big a star as Drake has been for the last decade plus, getting into rap beef come with a ton of risk. Many people and brands have invested millions of dollars into Drake's talent and career. That's not just the case on the music side. Brands like Nike have endorsed the Toronto pop star through the years. Right now, that endorsement isn't looking so good. Kendrick Lamar has seemingly done the impossible and turned the public against Drake, leading to more than 1 million dislikes on his latest response record, The Heart Part 6. This is why Drake would send a cease and desist to the NFL Rock Nation and try to prevent. When you can mess up a $450 million Nike deal, you can mess up. You got my label scared that my brand is tarnished, and they just gave me $400 million separately from the $450 million from Nike. Also, put those two deals together, plus everything that Drake has done, his touring career and everything else. You guys see how it adds up to him being a billionaire in net worth, right? Drake is a net worth billionaire. So these are the reasons why these companies would be like, yo, we can't have Kendrick Lamar get on the Super Bowl halftime show stage and say certified lover boy, certified pedal. We can't have that. He's already messed up the Nike launch, and we just gave Drake $450 million. People aren't playing the songs. They're not playing them. They're playing Drake's music. Excuse me. People aren't playing the new stuff. They're not excited about the new stuff that Drake is dropping. And we don't know if that can be fixed right now. And we just gave him another $400 million on top. So $850 million is on hold right now until Kendrick Lamar chill out. That's essentially what's going on. $850 million that Drake has been given is on hold until Kendrick decide to chill. Of course they're going to send it. I would assume that of course they're going to send a cease and desist. It makes logical sense. Please don't get on that stage and say certified pedo. You already messing us up. Now you're going to say this in front of the conservative audience. It's different when hip hop hip hop sees it one way. You know what I mean? But when you're saying that you're going to get on the stage, Kendrick Lamar, you're going to get on the stage at the Super Bowl and say this in front of the conservative audience that they NFL fans and they not hip hop fans. And now you're going to make the whole world feel like you're going to expose this to the whole world and make them feel like this is a real thing. Yeah. They're going to send they're going to send 100 letters. And I think if I'm Kendrick, I'll say that in a second. Let's get back to this. The God's Plan rapper has creative ownership under the Nocta deal. That's the Nike deal, and has deep involvement in the project, ensuring that it truly represents his vision and artistic integrity. It says, while specific financial details of Drake's Nike deal have not been disclosed, it's considered a significant and lucrative collaboration, and some speculate that the deal is worth more than an estimated $450 million. So basically, Kendrick Lamar has ruined the public image of Drake with all the pedo accusations and things like that going back and forth. I think, like I said on the UMG video that I did for you guys when I was breaking this down, I said UMG doesn't have a problem with Kendrick Lamar saying Drake has a daughter. They have a problem with the pedo accusation. There's a lot of different companies involved in this situation. Obviously, Drake has OVO, but, Nike is investing in him. I guess, his OVO label is housed under Warner Records, so they're invested in him. And they have all Drake's artists over there. His streetwear line. Obviously he has Nocta. He recently launched a company called Better World Fragrance, which is a luxury candle company. So there's a lot of companies that are looking at it like, we just gave this man a lot of money. We can't afford for his career to end. So I've been saying the same thing the whole time, you guys. I've been saying the same thing the whole time. Since it started, I've been giving y'all the proper information, and it's not feelings involved. This is the facts. I got to go back and watch the videos. I got to go back and watch them. But I've been telling you all this stuff. This is what's really going on behind the scenes. I know business. I'm in this business. I know the business. I'm in entertainment, but I'm not in music no more. But I've been in music. I know how it happens behind the scenes. I'm giving y'all insight. I'm like trying to tell y'all, you know, this is what really be going on behind the scenes. These companies is investing hundreds of millions. This ain't no, it's not a game. It's not a game to people. $850 million on hold. 450 from Nike, 400 from UMG, and that's just what we can pull up and what we know for sure. Kendrick Lamar is still going to perform not like us on the Super Bowl stage. I think he's going to have to readjust some words. Now there's a conversation if Kendrick could even say those lyrics on a Super Bowl stage anyways, because of the advertiser and the sponsorship dollars that go into the Super Bowl. They don't want to say nothing like that publicly, but I think the crowd will scream it. I think if Kendrick comes out and says certified lover boy and cuts the song off, the whole crowd gonna scream it anyway. The irony of this is Drake getting sued by Tupac estate for, you know, when Drake get the cease and desist from Tupac's estate, and they did him in what was reported was they wanted money. It wasn't just like take that song down. It's like, nah, you pay us quietly or you pay us publicly, but you're going to pay us. Either you're going to pay us quietly and take it down and do what we tell you to do, or you're going to pay us publicly. Y'all remember that? I reported on that too. I've been on top of it. You might have missed it if you just new to the platform. But I reported on all this too, man. See if I can pull that up. I saw that Academics was talking about the real reason that Jack Dorsey, the former founder or the founder of co-founder of Twitter, was supporting Kendrick was because Drake slept with his girl or something like that. That's crazy. That's kind of crazy too. I got it right here for y'all. This is when Tupac estate told Drake he better calm down. So it's really a lot of legal stuff going on behind the scenes. You know, a lot of legal stuff going on behind the scenes. But I try to always come and bring you guys the facts of what's really going on in these situations. I try not to get my opinions or emotions involved. I definitely don't get my emotions involved. I might give my opinion here and there. But this is what's been going on. Top dog artists accused Drake of trying to interfere with Future and Metro Boomin smash hit like first song, you guys. It says in the article that an email has purportedly confirmed an allegation made by Kendrick Lamar on his diss track Euphoria. The former Top Dog artist accused Drake of trying to interfere with Future and Metro Boomin smash hit like that, which features K-Dot. This is the quote. It says, "Try a cease and desist on a Like That record. Oh, what? You ain't like that record? Back to back, I like that record." We all heard them lines from Kendrick Lamar. It says Lamar's allegation was seemingly corroborated in a leaked email, which surfaced on Discord. The unauthenticated email showed one of Drake's labels, Republic Records, attempting to block the release of the Like That record for radio play. So there was an email, somebody screenshotted it, and it showed that, you know, Drake was sending a cease and desist on that song. The article says a Discord user claimed they obtained the email from a friend who works at Republic. Universal Music Group's vice president, Corey Williams, supposedly sent the email to Epic Records executive Becca Connolly. Drake and Metro both have deals with Republic, which is a subsidiary, a smaller company under UMG. It says if the email is legitimate, efforts to hamper the Like That song were unsuccessful. The song still received plenty of radio play and debuted at #1 on the Billboard The fact that they was trying to stop that song from going and that song still went speaks to the greatness of Kendrick and Future, obviously, but it speaks to the greatness of who can, like, you got everything working against you behind the scenes. They trying to stop you, bro. And like we said, we're gonna pull it back up, man. Drake is the one that said out his own mouth, a cease and desist is for hoes. Can't listen to the lies that come out your mouth. You said that, bro. So the fact that they were trying to stop that record and that there's been multiple cease and desist sent, allegedly, according to the people that are getting them, because like saying all that stuff, bro, and then us being able to get on the internet and see this from random people, not even artists or celebrities or none of that, just random people. Obviously, Drake may not be doing it himself. Maybe it's his label. Maybe it's UMG, because like I just showed you guys, UMG owns everything Drake, his likeness, everything, his publishing, his music, his interviews, anything he puts on camera, anything he puts on a microphone, they own it. But for you know, all these cease and desist allegations to be thrown at him, it's crazy. Billboard Hot 100 chart. Now, Drake addressed this, you guys. Remember in the song that he replied to Kendrick Lamar, he said, a cease and desist is for hoes. It's funny. It's funny. Even like these videos are months old. I've been consistent, bro. The truth don't get old. The truth don't get old. When it's the truth back then, it's going to be the truth in 6 months. So the same stuff I was saying back then is the same stuff that I'm telling y'all now. It's just more evidence is coming out, so it's easier to see it as the truth. You know, it's easier to see it now because we have more things that we could point to, more pieces of evidence. But I told y'all the beat, and I'll kill you for fun. Now, it's being reported that Kendrick Lamar claiming that Drake sent the cease and desist is actually the truth, and Drake, you know, receiving the cease and desist letter from Tupac and claiming that Kendrick sent Tupac's estate to give him the cease and desist was not true. So apparently Kendrick Lamar is telling the truth and Drake is telling lies, and it's being reported as true. Now, the article says that Drake received a cease and desist from Tupac's estate, but it was over using Tupac's voice and profiting off of it. Now, I'm gonna read you guys this article. This is crazy because Tupac's estate actually wants money from Drake informally and off the records, you know, so this is crazy. Check this out. It says in a cease and desist letter to Drake obtained by Billboard, the late rapper's estate, Tupac's estate, is deeply dismayed. That's a quote they have, deeply dismayed, and would never have given its approval. They said they would never give Drake approval to use Tupac's voice. The article says Tupac Shakur's estate has threatened to sue Drake over the diss track against Kendrick Lamar that featured the AI generated version of Tupac's voice, calling it a flagrant violation of law and blatant abuse of Tupac's legacy. I want to highlight, I usually don't highlight comments that ain't super chat, and we're going to get to you guys super chat comments, and thank you guys for the donations too. But I want to highlight this comment right here. It said, word, the truth has no beginning. It hails from the eternal plane. We know certain slanted minds want the truth to have an ending, but it doesn't. Absolutely. Amen. The truth don't have no beginning or end. The truth is the truth. And so when I say something like I showed you guys I'm showing you guys these videos is from 6 months ago or whatever, 3 months ago, 4 months ago. They're months old, but it's still the same consistent thing. I told y'all he was sending cease and desist back then, reportedly, and reportedly it's still being done. And now it's just going into 2025. There's going to be more cease and desist. In the cease and desist, it says this. It says that he must confirm that he was required to confirm that he will pull down the tailor-made freestyle song in less than 24 hours, or the estate will pursue all of his legal remedies against him. So he had 24 hours. They pressed the issue like, bro, you got 24 hours to take that down, or we're gonna have an issue. This is a quote from the letter that Tupac's estate wrote to Drake. He said, the estate is deeply dismayed and disappointed by your unauthorized use of Tupac's voice and personality. Not only is this a flagrant violation of Tupac's publicity, and the estate's legal right,
No matter what type of severe asthma you...
Oh, my bad, y'all. Let me let this ad play before we get back into it. Let me get these ads off the screen. I don't want them getting no free promotion. All right, here we go. We back. It's also a blatant abuse of the legacy of one of the greatest hip hop artists of all time. The estate would have never given its approval for this use. In Tuesday's letter, it said that Tupac's estate warned Drake that the use of his voice clearly violated his I have trouble saying that word, publicity rights, the legal power to control how your image or likeness is used by others. And they took particular exception to the use of this voice to take shots at Kendrick Lamar. Man, sometimes y'all don't understand. I speak for a living outside of this too. Outside of YouTube, I speak for a living. Sometimes I'll be like, man, and I read a book every 3 days too. Sometimes I'll be exhausted reading. Y'all don't even see it. I read all day, bro. Sometimes when I get on here, like, that's why I be appreciating y'all for the donations, because y'all show me real love with that. Because y'all don't understand how much reading I do every single day. Out loud, quietly, all of it. It's like I'm constantly reading, bro. So, sometimes I'll be tired. All right, I'm gonna get back into it. My bad. So Kendrick Lamar then called him. They had an issue because they have a relationship probably with Kendrick, and they don't like that you use his voice specifically to take shots at Kendrick Lamar. So salute to Tupac's estate and Tupac's family, saying, you know what, we don't even like. Not only did we not like that you use Tupac's voice, which is illegal, but you also used it to diss Kendrick, and we would have never approved nothing like that. We wouldn't approve you to use it anyway, but we definitely wouldn't approve you to take shots at Kendrick with it. The quote, or this is from the letter, it says, the unauthorized, equally dismaying use of Tupac's voice against Kendrick Lamar, a good friend of the estate who has given nothing but respect to Tupac and his legacy publicly and privately, compounds the insult. So they saying that's more insulting. It was already insulting that you did it, but it's more insulting that you use Kendrick, or that you diss Kendrick with it. It says a representative from Drake declined to comment on the demands of the Tupac Shakur estate. The quote says, it's hard to believe that Tupac's record label, his intellectual property, was not scraped to create the fake AI on the record. They also demand that Drake provided a detailed explanation for how the sound-alike was created and the persons or company that created it, including all recordings and other data scraped or used. So they saying, bro, not only do we want you to take it down, we want you to tell us how you made it, tell us who made it for you, so we could sue them too and extort them too. We about to press the issue on all y'all. All y'all about to pay up for what y'all did. It says when Wednesday's letter also back, they stating that so they could say it was no coming back. The point. Y'all get the point. Y'all get the point. It's a lot of things going on behind the scenes, man, in the industry that people don't understand the business side of things sometimes. And it just seems like all entertainment, but man, this is 80% business, bro. It's not all entertainment and it's not all business, but it's mostly business. And I would assume that Kendrick and them was prepared. They were prepared for this, you know. Said if cease and desist are for hoes, isn't that why K-Dot called him OV ho? That's funny. That's super funny. Drake really the kind of dude to get caught with a McDonald's bag in the interrogation room and call other people a snitch. Speaking of, I won't even do that. We ain't gonna do that. Never mind. It's funny. Said Drake never sent the cease and desist for any of Kendrick's diss records. I guess the lyrics aren't defamatory. I get what you're saying. You saying that if Drake send a cease and desist for all this other stuff, but you're not sending a cease and desist for Kendrick saying you have a daughter, or you're not sending a cease and desist for Kendrick saying that you a certified child lover. but you send a cease and desist to a TikToker or whoever it was for misquoting a lyric, and you send a cease and desist to somebody calling himself fake Drake and looking to being a lookalike. I understand that. I understand that perspective. That makes sense. Says, so what if he says nothing and just allows the crowd to say it? He honestly doesn't have to say it. The whole world knows the words. Yeah. That's what I think. I think that's what's going to happen. I would assume. You know, I don't think I can't see him not going that far with it. But Kendrick, there's something else to keep in mind. When he get on that stage, we are here to celebrate him. Like, it's not just the Not Like Us song that people is trying to hear. Like, he got a catalog. His catalog is expansive. So I understand that. Like, people wanting to hear that song, but there's a lot more that has to go into that show. He has to do a lot more than just that. He has to display his greatness across the board. Like, why are you on this stage? Because it can't just be because of that one song. So we probably only gonna get 30 seconds of that song. Honestly. So what 30 seconds is really the conversation? Because Kendrick, he got to go up there and do a lot of the big songs. Like, I want to hear Rich Spirit. I want to hear Don't Kill My Vibe, Money Trees, Sing About Me. I want to hear something from To Pimp a Butterfly. I don't know what he'll pick. I don't know if he'll pick I Love Myself, or if he'll pick whatever he'll pick. But he has a catalog that is like, man, how do you narrow this down to 12 songs? At whatever 10, 12 songs that he gonna do up there, and cut all those down to a 15, 20-minute set. So this is gonna be, it's gonna be a part of it. Not Like Us is gonna be a part of it because it's a number one song, but that's not gonna be the main entree. He has to go up there and show why he's Kendrick Lamar still. Much love from Cape Town, South Africa. Much love to South Africa. Said Kendrick is gracious to keep warning Drake on what he knows. Drake better take a break. Yeah, man. If I was Drake, I'll fall back. The best way he can handle it to me is, hey, bro, Kendrick, salute, bro. Good battle. He got me. Come out publicly and say something like that. You can't hurt your brand no more than it's already hurt. I mean, you could. Never mind. Let me not say that. You could. But coming out and say, hey, Kendrick got that. You did that, bro. That deads a lot of the conversations. And stop posting. Stop posting on Instagram like trying to catch up on Drake care too much. To me, this is my personal opinion. I don't do this a lot. Drake care too much what the internet think about him. To me, the internet is not real, bro, in a lot of senses. Somebody that's hating on Drake on the internet is gonna see him in person and say, yo, Drake, what's up? Can I get a picture? They do it to me all the time personally. I'll be in the store, they'd be like, oh, I didn't know you was they look up to me. Like, it'd be a 5'5" guy. I'm like, I know you was hating. I can see it in your eyes, you scared. They'll look at me and they'd be like, oh, I thought you was 5'8". I can see it in their eyes. So he got to stop caring so much what the internet think about him and just do what's right, bro, and make a better move. If he come out and say, yo, Kendrick, we may never be friends. We may never be cool. I know I said some things that was out of pocket. You said some things I felt was out of pocket. But, hey, you did that musically. I salute what you did. And the moment we gave hip hop, I appreciate you getting in the ring with me and being a part of that. That's how a man move. That's an honorable move. You feel me? That's how I would move. Win, lose, or draw. But I wouldn't go so far to say certain things. So I don't know. And Kendrick may never accept that, but he may. Say, in this cease and desist battle, I got NFL lawyers over UMG lawyers any day, twice on the Super Bowl Sunday. No round two on me. On me. Said twice on the Super Bowl Sunday. That's comedy. On me. That's true though. Excuse me. That's true. I would probably put the same. I probably would say the same thing. The NFL lawyers is probably, they might be the same lawyers. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. Might be the same. They might just be in there having conversations because they not talking. You got to think like these people ain't competing the way Kendrick and Drake is competing. They talking to each other like they friends. The lawyers, like, yeah, man, hey, that guy, he's great, man, but how can we prevent him from getting on stage? Oh, well, he give him this and maybe. Well, no, I can't tell him that. Like they're talking to it. They're not competing. The lawyers don't hate each other. The executives don't hate each other. The legal teams don't hate each other. It's just Kendrick and Drake that feel that way, and everybody under them. So, said everyone forgot about the Wayne Katie Couric interview. No, I don't think nobody forgot about it. Wayne saying that he ain't got a dang thing to do with me when they was talking about racism and all that. I don't know. I think Kendrick is man enough to accept a graceful bow out from Drake. I think from what I understand, from my perspective, I should say, Kendrick will probably be a little more irritated that you trying to pretend like I ain't just watched you and you still trying to tweet and make memes, bro. And you still trying to like act like they trying to take credit from him. Let's get into what Maul was saying, right? OVO Maul. Let's get into that, man. I'm gonna pull that up right now. I love coming on here and talking with y'all, man. This is some of the most fun of my day. We just did this report this morning. See with Kendrick. This is what he said about the Super Bowl. The boy, aka Drake, has turned down the Super Bowl opportunity probably 4 times. Right away, Maul said Drake turned the Super Bowl down 4 times. Cap. Hit the like button if you guys just coming in. If you haven't hit the like button and you still in here, please go take a second. It's a free button. It got a thumbs up on it. Please hit that like button before we get started on this segment of it. He wasn't even confident when he said it. I was like, bro, you don't believe that. You don't believe that. Stop that, bro. I'm going to start it back a little bit. OVO Maul. Nothing personal. Salute to Maul. I'm not attacking Maul. I'm attacking what he said. But listen to what he said, bro. Credit Kendrick at every single turn. He said, to clarify, he said Drake turned down the Super Bowl 4 times before Kendrick was even offered it once. Even Ray Vaughn from TDE, my homeboy Ray Vaughn, salute to the homie Ray from TDE, came out and said, you know, Maul is only going viral when he's hating on Kendrick Lamar, and that he seems like he has a personal issue with Kendrick. This is what he's. It's a difference between hating on him too and giving your opinion. Maul hating. When you say Kendrick's song, you don't believe Kendrick's song went #1. That's hating, bro. Said about the Super Bowl. The boy, aka Drake, has turned down the Super Bowl opportunity probably 4 times. Right away, the other co-host said that or they had questions about Maul's validity on this claim. And Maul kind of doubled down on it and said that it was true without any explanation as to how or where he got the information from, you know, and everybody was like on the show, his co-hosts, they were like, did he tell you that? I'm like, where are you getting that information? And he kind of just glossed over it. And I'm going to show you guys in a second. He was pretty vague about it. And his generic answer was given once again. It said that Drake turned it down probably about 4 times. When he was asked why Drake would turn it down in the first place, this was his answer. He said, I don't know why he would turn it down. That's up to the artist. Maybe I'm on the roll right now and don't want to, like, whatever the reason may be. Somebody in the chat said Drake is owned by a community of people that wouldn't allow Drake to turn that down. I agree with that 100%. That's a brilliant analysis from you, Kiana. It's a brilliant analysis. UMG would not allow Drake to turn that down, bro. We acting like Drake making his own decisions 100% out here. We just showed the record deal earlier in the live stream. I just showed you guys the record deal. Lucian Grange in the article, the owner of UMG or the head of UMG. I don't know if he's the owner, but he's the head of UMG. He confirmed that was Drake deal in the article. So that's a brilliant observation. For Maul to get on here and say Drake turned the Super Bowl down 4 years, 4 times. Yeah, bro, stop it. Stop it. He ain't turned the Super Bowl down 4 times. It's super cap. This might be the most egregious cap of bro. This might be the most egregious cap of the year. This might be the most egregious lie told throughout this whole thing. There were some egregious lies told throughout this whole thing. That might be one of them. That's in the top 3, and it's fighting for number 1. It's fighting hard for number 1 too. What are you talking about, brother? Like Sis said in the chat, UMG ain't gonna allow you to turn down that opportunity. You gonna get on that stage and make them they $400 million back, brother. You gonna get on that stage, that Super Bowl. If Drake got offered this, you ain't turning that down, bro. You don't have that choice. You getting on that stage. Let's get back to it. He turned it down 4 times. That's what Maul said. So I thought it was hilarious. I'm gonna let you guys hear it directly from Maul, what he said, but obviously, you know, we can't take this serious. We gotta take it with a grain of salt. Check this out. This is Maul saying that Drake told him he turned the Super Bowl down 4 times.
The sticky part about all of this is Drake has been offered this Super Bowl show for some years now and has turned it down.
Stop.
Probably 4 years he's been offered to perform at Super Bowl. Said no for whatever reason. Whatever reason, he just didn't. Did he tell you that, or is that like a known thing? I didn't know that. I've never heard that either. What? That who? Drake.
See the way he paused, yo, like, yo, nobody gonna automatically agree with you on that, bro. What is you talking about? I'm gonna rewind that, bro. That's comedy. Look.
Whatever reason, he just didn't. Did he tell you that, or is that like a known thing? I didn't know that. I've never heard that either. What? That who? Drake. Oh, yeah. Said no. Well, he has. Drake has turned down the Super Bowl a few years. Why do you think he's turned it down? Because that's really interesting to me. I don't know why he would turn it down. I mean, you know, that's up to the artist, you know, their discretion. Maybe I'm on the road right now. I don't want to, like, you know, whatever reason. Want to be able to give it the proper. Whatever reason it may be. It may be a conflict. When you talk about artists that are that big, it could be a conflict of interest somewhere.
All right, man. So do y'all believe that or no? Let's take a poll on that, bro. Let's take a poll on that. Put a 1 in the chat if Maul is lying. Or a yes, Maul is lying. Put a 1 in the chat if Maul is lying. Put a 2 in the chat if Maul's telling the truth. Just drop a 1 in the chat, the number 1 in the chat if Maul lying, or a 2 if he telling the truth. This is one of the most egregious, in my opinion, egregious lies I've heard throughout this whole situation. What is he talking about? Do anybody believe that? I don't care if you're a Drake fan or a Kendrick fan. Does anybody believe Drake turned down the Super Bowl 4 times? And then you telling me he turned it down 4 times? And then gonna make a song called Big as the Super Bowl? Or a song with the lyrics Big as the Super Bowl? Come on, bro. We just saying anything now, bro. We just saying anything. Anything that makes that just make Drake look good, I guess. I don't know, man.
You don't need to be a professor.
I don't know, man. Let me pull this. This was G Malone. Shout out to G Malone, man. I want to do an in-person sit down with G Malone. Not just about the Kendrick thing. Just I just want to talk to him because he been in hip hop a long time. Let's hear what he had to say about guys taking Drake's side like this. Check it out.
Like Cameron or anybody, it's like, man, niggas could have an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, I'm riding with home team. Home team gonna get it done. You know what I mean? I don't mind. Like I remember, here's a little small thing. Me and Dot was talking about it like briefly. He's like, man, it's like this nigga paid off all the media. I remember telling Dot it don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't none of these people, you the culture, bro. Can't
That's
nobody
right.
fuck with you.
It's real.
Is there all these people? It could be shout out to Act, shout out to Maul, shout out to all of these people that, you know, aligning themselves with the owl. But it's like, bro, when it's all said and done, cuz it's gonna be omelets.
G Malone predicted that. When it's all said and done, bro. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. People just saying anything at this point. And it's like, bro, at some point in therapy, I've been to therapy. They call it radical acceptance. They call it radical acceptance, bro. Somebody in the chat said they not even going to ask 4 times. That's facts. The NFL is not about to ask 4 times. Why? Bro, you ain't going to tell us 2 times no, and then we ask you another 2 more times. What are they talking about? What is Maul talking about, bro? So you tell me how to explain to me, Maul, explain to me how the conversation went, brother. They called Drake, he said no in 2020? They called him again in 2021 this year? Nah, we good. Okay, we'll call next year. Is that how the conversation went? You telling me Drake turned down the Super Bowl 4 times and nobody else heard about it except Maul? Maul, the only person that ever heard this. Rory, his co-host, has been in the industry, worked for labels and all that, from my understanding. 4 times? Jay-Z has not called Drake once to do that Super Bowl, I promise you. And even before Jay was in that position to have any influence over there like that, they wasn't calling more than once, bro. They call once, you never get to come. I promise you. Rich people's egos are so big. Them billionaire owners and that billionaire organization, they ain't calling you that many times. Ain't nobody bigger than the program, homie. You're not that important. As great as Drake is, you're not that important to them. I don't even think Drake would lie like that and say that they called that man that many times. Super Bowl gonna be this might be the most watched Super Bowl of all time. What conflicting obligation would outweigh the Super Bowl? Right. Also, Aubrey is an egomaniac. Why wouldn't he want to see himself on the biggest screen ever on repeat? American Descendants of Slavery. Yeah. What obligation would stop you from doing the Super Bowl? Nothing. Maul just cap. There ain't nothing. You would move anything around in the schedule to say, I'm doing that Super Bowl, bro. That's once in a lifetime. And to have the achievement of the first rapper being, if I'm Drake and I'm going to be the first rapper on the Super Bowl stage, of course I'm doing it. What is Maul talking about? It don't make no sense at all. Let's hear what I think this is Whack 100 speaking about the situation. I don't even know if I want to put Whack on the screen. He be cussing a lot. I ain't trying to hear all that screaming and cussing. Salute to Whack, but I ain't trying to hear that screaming and cussing right now. Yeah, man. I'm going to end this stream early. But y'all got the point. Y'all got the point. This is what we get in Super Bowl 2025. If you're still here, hit the like button for me. I appreciate everybody joining the chat. I appreciate all the donations. Let's see what's going on. Mall Brothers Hip Hop and Biggs are close to Jay-Z. I know they Thanksgiving going to be interesting. Man, they ain't spending Thanksgiving together. Let me stop. I'm going to stop playing. Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't even want to say nothing about that. Drake has trouble turning down a minor performance, so he definitely not turning down a major. That's funny. He definitely gonna do the A minor line, right? Don't y'all think? A minor. He got to do that. And then go into the next song, maybe. Yeah, that's what I see. When people say Dr. Dre is the first to do the first rapper to do the Super Bowl, I agree with that. That's why I didn't understand when people were saying Kendrick is the first rapper to headline the Super Bowl. I was like, well, ain't Dr. Dre considered? I mean, I know he a producer and he ain't right, but Snoop and Dre is like, they don't get much more rap than that. So I don't understand. I just don't. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. I guess they may be talking about solo rappers. Like as a solo rapper, he gonna do that. Who do y'all think Kendrick brings out in New Orleans? Boosie? I know Boosie Baton Rouge, ain't he? But I don't even know if he ain't bringing out Boosie. Let me take that back. I don't think he bringing out Boosie. Boosie too hood. If he brings out anybody, he got to bring out TDE, right? Schoolboy, J Rock, SZA. Y'all think he gonna bring out Wayne? I don't think Wayne. Yeah, I was tripping when I said Boosie. My bad, y'all. My bad. Hey, my fault. I would love to see him bring out Wayne. I don't know if Wayne would come out on that stage. Y'all think he'd bring out The Weeknd? That'd be crazy. Baby Keem ain't coming out on that stage. Not out of disrespect, but out of respect for what that stage is. He ain't about to bring out Baby Keem. Rihanna, for sure, I could see come out on that stage. I could see him bring out Rihanna. I could see him bring out Beyonce. Future. I could see him bring out Future. Future might be a little too hood for that stage, but I could see him do it. I really hope that Wayne come out on that stage. I just don't know if Wayne would. He would have to have a conversation with Drake to let Drake know, like, it ain't personal, bro, but this is the Super Bowl. Maul's a Drake Glazer. He doing the most. Yeah, Maul tripping, man. I don't know what Maul talking about. Like, I don't understand. Don't even say nothing like, bro, this is. Ebro said that too. Ebro responded to that and said it's bad timing. Like, why are you saying that right now? You're just trying to make Kendrick look smaller. Like, you're trying to make the Super Bowl stage look like it's not that big a deal. Just like that report that Drake is doing FIFA or doing the World Cup or whatever. Like, bro, y'all trying to make it look like the Super Bowl ain't that big a deal. That's the last thing you can do. The Super Bowl is a huge stage to be on, bro. Let's not pretend like it ain't nothing. Like it's no big deal. Anyways, man, I'm about to jump off the live, man. I appreciate everybody. If you come in here and you disagree with me and you don't like what I say, I appreciate you being here, being respectful. You know, we all just come and giving our opinions, and I come give reports and we just talk about it. But I really appreciate you guys, man. Urban Legend 11s, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't subscribed already. Make sure you guys go follow me on social media. I'm officially in triple digits on every social media platform. We just about to finish up over here. I actually got a channel with triple digits already, though. But we're about to get our triple digits on this channel and followers and subscribers. But everywhere else, we already solid. So I appreciate you guys being here. I'm about to get out of here, go make some more content. I'm about to get out of here, go see what's up with my family, my wife and kids, go eat. And I got to call my employees so we can get them in line. We expanded the media company. If you go subscribe to the U Legend Media channel, ULGND Media channel, we're going to be bringing different type of content, not hip hop content. I give a platform to the average man over there. So we interview everyday people. And I let them tell their stories and tell, you know, how they got to where they are in life, the hardest parts of their life, the best parts of their life. I get to interview all different types of people from different walks of life over there. And that's my way of giving back to our people, using my gift for speaking to give back to our people. I get to meet these people. I get to hear their stories. You know, so go over there to the U Legend Media channel. We're going to start releasing those interviews soon. If you want to be interviewed, go to ulgnd.com, ulgnd.com. Fill out an interview questionnaire if you want to meet me and you want to be interviewed and you want to tell your story. You got a compelling story to tell. Go over there, ulgnd.com. Click U Legend Media and click the get interview button. And I would love to talk to y'all, man. You come out to my office, get to meet me. And we get to speak with each other, man. That's all I got for you guys on this one. I'll see you guys next time, probably tomorrow on the next live stream. So stay tuned. I always try to go live around this time, somewhere between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. So y'all stay tuned. I'll see y'all next time, man. I love y'all. I'm out.